My life is falling apart and I have to get up and fucking go to work. The world is falling apart, but I have to go to work. Right? I'm a black woman in America scared for my life, but I have to get up and go to work. What the fuck? What the fuck? But I gotta go to work. Everything's falling apart. But hey guys, we have to go to work today and pretend like none of this shit is happening. But hey, make the best of it, right? We're gonna make it a good day, right?
So what I'm trying to understand is, what type of revolt is she trying to start here? Is she trying to start a revolt of us not going to work? Yes, you have to wake up and go to work like the rest of society, and especially like the rest of people who choose to be single. If you choose to be single, then that means that you have to take on your livelihood, your responsibilities, 360 degrees. You have no leeway. You have no help. You have no cushion. It's all on you. So yes, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter what you might deal with personally, every day you're going to have to go to work. And that's probably what you chose, if you chose to do life by yourself. Now the caption says, what's your advice to this woman? Because she's crying because she has to go to work since her food stamps are getting cut off. Well, my advice to her is be grateful on the run that you had of getting food stamps, because that is a privilege. That's not something you're entitled to. And my advice is just to have some perspective and understand, like, we still live in the best country that you could possibly be privileged to be born in. So, you have to start looking at work as a privilege, because right now there's a lot of people complaining about getting laid off or not having a job. But here you are, it seems like you have a job, but you just don't feel like going. So you're going to have to get over that, because that's just part of being an adult. And over here, we're pro adults to start adulting.
Trying to kill us. They trying to starve us to death. I just got some bad news, y'all. The U.S. just voted against food as a human right in 2025. Not 1825, not 1925, in 2025, okay? They out here preaching freedom and democracy while telling the world that basic survival is optional. What the fuck is really going on? Nah, that's not right. And you can't call yourself the land of the free if you out here denying people food. Where they do that at? Like, y'all have money for bombs and billionaires and fucking bailouts, but not for basic dignity? I'm not understanding. This system is...
She's not making no freaking sense. Food is a human privilege. Okay, when have you not been able to go and get food? I could see if you went to the grocery store and they turned you away or something, then that would be kind of wild. But there's always been a bartering system, and we come from, at the root of how humans interact with each other, a merchant-based system where I have these goods or services. Would you like to trade? It's just now we're more transactional to where we just pay money for it. Money that we've acquired through earning that money. So you can go and spend your money however you like. And if you say that this isn't the land of the free, then that's crazy. Because I would say you defeated your own argument. You're free to eat, and you're also free to starve. Let me explain. I could see if the government said, okay, as soon as you're born, everybody gets assigned a job, and this is going to be our strategy to make sure we're grooming people to always be working so that they never starve. And some people don't know what's best for themselves, and if left to their own devices, they're going to starve. So we're going to make sure at birth that we assign them a job, and they're going to have to do that job for the rest of their lives. But they won't starve, though. Then you wouldn't be free. However, we don't do that. You're absolutely free to lay on your couch all day, but just understand you're not going to be earning laying on your couch. So you have a choice to make. And they also have even filled in the gaps for if you are disabled or if you do have some type of restriction, if you're elderly, then the government will step in at that point. But if you're able-bodied and you're choosing not to have initiative and you're choosing not to go out here and get it, then you can make that decision to make your life hard. It's really just that simple. And I'll say this in closing. You are free to go to the store and buy food. Nobody's stopping you. The same way you're free to go and see. I don't hear her saying that. What did she say? She said they're basically allowing us to starve. But I don't see her going to Chanel and having that same stance because she's got that Chanel headband on her head. I don't see her saying that they're restricting her or not allowed. Because next thing you know, they're going to be saying, "Oh, we need to have Chanel. That's a necessity." No. So you have choices, you have decisions, and ultimately you have autonomy in your life. You have autonomy in your life, and that is the ultimate freedom. But with that autonomy comes responsibility. So that means that you're going to be responsible for yourself and responsible for your outcomes.
Furious right now. So for the state of Texas, in order to qualify for food stamps, it says you have to gross less than $3,644 a month. I gross less than that, but I gross barely less than that. We average about a $3,550 to a $3,600 gross, okay? Yes, close, I know, but it's still below. However, food stamps doesn't look at just your months. No. They take an average of your 2 months pay stubs that you send them, take that average and times it by 2.17. And that number is what they go by. So when they do that to us, it says we gross on an average month $3,900. I have proof of that. But because 2 months out of the year, my husband gets an extra check, we don't qualify because he's paid bi-weekly. Even though I qualify 10 out of 12 months of the year.
So you have a husband. And see, first off, sidebar, you got a husband. I'm your husband. Don't be having my kid on TikTok becoming the mascot for food stamp degeneracy. That's first and foremost what's not going to happen. Now, to address what she's doing is wrong. And she effed around and she found out. And that's what she gets. Because she's trying to do what we talk about a lot of times over here. And she's trying to take advantage of the system. Because the reason that you screwed yourself ultimately is because you were trying to stay so close to whatever the stipulations are within the rules so that you can still get your benefits, but also you're able to earn right at the cap of just before those benefits get cut off. So what happened was you were cutting it so close that you accidentally went a little bit over for a brief stint. And because of that, you ended up losing them. And that's what you get. Because it sounds like you all are intentionally and maliciously and manipulatively trying to manipulate the numbers in order to stay within the range. And that's wrong, because what that might indicate is that your husband could possibly be working more, but you all have strategized and devised this plan in order to take advantage of a system that really isn't meant for you. So that's what happens. That's what I like to call karmic retribution. Hey guys, before we get into this last clip, it's going to be pretty good. If you could just do me a favor, like the video. Go ahead and do that right now. It helps me tremendously, and it only literally takes a millisecond.
So sorry, but I just feel the need to make a video on this. I just got this in the mail. I applied for food stamps because I literally can't live. I can't. My rent is so high. I work 35 hours a week and I'm part-time. I go to school, yeah. So I go to school and I work, and I'm about to apply for this other job so that I'm working every day just so I can afford to live. I applied for food stamps, I get the fucking card, and this is what it says. Approved. The first month you will receive $0 in NJ SNAP benefits, which covers the period 7/31/25 to 7/31/25. After that, you will receive $23 in SNAP benefits for each month until your certification period ends. $23? What am I supposed to buy with that? What am I supposed to buy with that? You can't even buy like 2 things of fruit for $23 nowadays. You can't even buy eggs and like 2 loaves of bread for $23 nowadays. I'm just like in awe right now, and not in a good way, because they sent me this card and they sent $23 on it. $23. The fuck am I supposed to do with $23? It's like, oh yeah, like here's your food stamps. Go buy stuff. $23? Are you kidding me? That just really pissed me off, because I got really happy because I haven't heard back from the office. I didn't know if I was approved or not. I open it, I get the card, I'm like calling them, I'm like really excited, hoping I have like at least $150 for a month worth of groceries, because I literally can't afford it. I'm literally fuming right now. And they give me $23 a month. I might as well just cut this shit in half and not use it. Like, what the actual shit is that? $23.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you don't want the $23, I'll take it. And I'll be grateful for it. I'll be absolutely grateful for it. Please give me the $23, government. Since she doesn't want it because it's not good enough for her, I will gladly take that $23 and I will happily spend it. And let's just flag something for a second. Because last time I checked, these type of, tattoos like this that look very professionally done. And they even look like they might even have like a specific type of artist attached to them who maybe that's his niche and his brand and like his name brand on those tattoos. So what I ultimately am saying is, I remember when I was exploring possibly getting tattoos when I was younger, and I remember back then I looked at those prices and I said, I don't know if I want tattoos that bad, especially based off of what I was making at the time. And last time I checked, via inflation, things don't get less expensive. So I say that to say, you got the money to be getting these tattoos, these designer tattoos, and you found a way to afford them. But yet you can't find a way to just afford yourself. And you're young and able-bodied. So it's pretty cut and dry. She just seems kind of entitled. And again, I'll repeat my sentiment. If she doesn't want it, I'll take it. And I'm sure a lot of people in my tribe will take it as well, right? But y'all, do me a favor. Again, like the video. Also, if you can hype the video. Hyping is a new feature on YouTube where basically it pushes us smaller content creators to the same degree that it pushes the larger content creators. And it's still the start of the week, so your hypes should have refilled for this week. So if you can hype the video, I appreciate it. And also Patreon is linked below if you want to see self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.